Good morning, everyone. It's Ray Gaucher with you. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Life on the Road with Yeshua. I share my experiences on the road as a rookie trucker and what the Lord Yeshua does in my life every day. And I still have that rookie title for another couple months, I think. Well, at least until June. So we're not too far away. It's been an interesting year for me so far. It's a little stressful, and it's also been very, very fun. I've actually enjoyed the experience very, very, very much. Well, right now I'm just preparing myself and getting ready. I'm going to be heading to Calgary, and it's actually very different than I'm normally doing. I'm not doing all these stops. I'm just going to be going to Calgary and making one drop, which is really nice. But I don't know what I have coming back. And I really don't know what kind of weather I have in store for me. The way it's raining out here, could be raining like crazy on the Coquihalla, I don't know. So I just got to do a little bit of paperwork here, or should I say snowing like crazy on the Coquihalla. I'm just going to do a little bit of paperwork here, and then I'll be on my way to Langley. Well, I just got confirmation of my load that's going to Calgary, and it's not one stop. Somebody messed up. It's 4 stops. Same thing I normally do. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Not the same stops, of course. But yeah, I thought, gee, I only got to do one stop? Just do a drop? Awesome. Yeah, didn't turn out that way.
You say come to the river, oh, lay yourself down, let your heart be found. You say come to the river, drink from the cup I pour, and there's no more.
Looks like my left headlight is out again. I'm so tired of this. It must be a short, or it must be a bad connection or something on that. I'll bet you anything I'll pop that hood and move the light around and it'll come back on again. Or it's something wrong with the computer, one or the other. Oh, why didn't they just leave vehicles alone and stop putting so many freaking computers in these things? Because all it does is screw it up. I've never seen any advantage to having computers. There's only been one advantage, when it tells you a light is out. But I think it's causing more problems than anything. And the traffic around here, when it's raining, I don't know what it is about people in BC. You think they'd be used to this, the rain? They all drive like they're in snow. Flat tire on the trailer. So now I got to drag it to the yard now and get them to fix it. So I'm going to be delayed again. Which really disappoints me, because it's too bad that these people that drop these trailers off, they never do a pre-trip on them. They never check the tires. And then it delays the load in the morning. And I've seen this many times. So that's what I got to do here. Going to be delayed. I'm not going to get out of here until 9 or 10 o'clock. Joy, joy, joy. Well, there's a reason for these things that happen. I know that. The Lord could be helping me avoid a bad accident on the road somewhere. I try to think everything in a positive manner. Two hours later, and I'm finally out of here. 10:30. Wow. So that means I'm going to get to Calgary now at 9:30 or 10 o'clock tonight. That's if I can turn left here. Oh, looks like I'm going to get a break. Ay, ay, ay. Well, right now I'm just heading up the Coke towards the Smasher, and it's kind of nice to see everything melting. It's still raining. It's raining pretty good up here. You can see everything melting. But there's probably still snow on the top of the summit. So, just about ready to go by Box Canyon chain up area, so I'll take you for a ride up the hill. Yeah, this, if the temperature was a little lower, this would be snow, all of this, but it's only 4 degrees right now. And it's always a good thing when you don't see those chain-up lights on. One of the main chain-up areas here on the Coke, and look how small it is. There's hardly any room to get anybody in there. I don't understand why they designed it like that. Supposed to be a little bit of snow up here on the summit. It's amazing how quickly the temperature changes when you get up here, halfway up this hill, and you're getting the snow. Just on the other side of that snow shed, it's rain. Look at this guy. Look at the way he just cut right in front of me. Wow. People like to play games with trucks. I don't know why, but they do. Well, right now, I am just about at the first brake check that before you go into Kamloops, and this is just ridiculous weather we're getting here. Just, I don't know if this is, I think this is snow, to be honest with you. Snow mixed with rain. It's coming down really hard. I know it's really hard to see, but I could tell I was going to run into something like this because it was, those clouds look pretty dark where I was going. And it's really windy up here too, so we're getting some crazy weather up here in April. And it's obviously right here. This is the summit over here, just before you drop into Kamloops. Thankfully, it's not sticking. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to some real weather. Man, we just can't seem to get rid of this stuff. Haven't seen real sunshine in, I don't know, 2-3 trips. It's always been gloomy and raining and snowing. Just doesn't want to let up. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Jeez. Just no end to this weather, no matter what. Sooner I get down this hill, it's all going to turn to rain.
How come you're going so slow? You're holding up the traffic. Oh, restrictions are off, are they? That's good, eh? Got a long way. Somebody put a shadow on the truck on me.
Well, I'm just, I'm guessing 30 clicks away from Golden. It's 6:32. Oh, this is going to get bumpy. 6:32 Mountain Time. I know I'm pretty late driving through here, but you know what time I left. It was pretty late already. So I managed to make up 15 minutes. When I left Aldergrove, it said that I was going to get there by 9 o'clock my time, and now it says 9:43. So I've almost made up 20 minutes, which is kind of cool because I still have to stop in Golden and get fuel because I don't know. I got a quarter tank of fuel. I wonder if I should risk it. I'm pretty light, and from Golden to Calgary, a majority of that's just flat. A majority of it is anyway, except when you go through the snake turns in Golden and climb Field Hill and Scott Hill, and once you're going into Calgary. But I would say a majority of it's flat. Fuel economy should be pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'll think about it. See what decision I gotta go here. Still got another, give or take, 35 kilometers to go to Golden. So.
You're going eastbound,
yeah, anyway, I can't even understand what that guy's saying. So, do a little bit of drive along with you here for a little bit. How's that sound?
at the Radium Junction there. Yeah. Okay, bud. Thanks a lot. Have a safe ride, eh? Yeah, that's right, dude. You gotta turn around too. Going back this way. Oh, I hear ya. Just watch, west of Giant Cedars there was, bison broke down on the adverse there, on the long adverse there, on your side there.
Yeah, was that thing pretty smashed up? Was that smashed up?
Oh, I think it was just broke down there.
Yeah, I seen a tow truck dragging bison truck, just the bobtail of it. It was pretty messed up.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, we're not doing too bad for time. Not bad at all. I just put about 150 liters in here. Gee whiz. That's like, every time I shut this truck off, I have to pull out the light from the housing. Dumb bird. Come on, over here, stupid. Psst, psst, psst. Throw away these. Yeah, for some reason that every time I shut this truck off and turn it back on, my left headlight's out, and then I pull it out of the housing, not the light, I don't take the light out of the harness. Or should I say I pull the harness out of the, where it plugs in to the, I don't take the light bulb actually out. I just pull the harness out, and it's, I don't know what's wrong with that thing. Bye-bye. Give some crows something to munch on. All right, we're off like a herd of turtles. Next stop, Petro-Canada Jumping Pound. 4. Wow. Well, I made it to Calgary okay. Tell you one thing though, it's been a real challenge. I got these other headlights because my other 2 lights from Lordco burnt out. And I probably could have had them replaced, but I couldn't find the receipt. How nice. That's my own fault. And I got a couple other lights that they said were supposed to be bright, and they're dim as crap. They're terrible lights. But they were $22 as well. And I said to them, I have a hard time believing these things are going to be just as good as the other ones for $22. He goes, oh, they are. No, they're not. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to call Volvo. I'm going to find out for myself what these housings are rated for, what you can put in that will safely, that won't melt the lens on I want to make sure it's safe anyway, because it's just outrageous trying to use the stock lights on this truck. I mean, I normally don't drive at night, and this is one of the reasons why, because you can't see the road. And I'm being forced to use my bumper lights, and that just makes the other truck drivers angry because it blinds them. So, anyway, I'll take care of that tomorrow. Morning. It's 7:25. Had a really good sleep last night, solid 8 hours. That's what I like. Yesterday I felt really lousy. It almost felt like I hadn't slept properly in like 3 days. It was really weird. That trip I did make with Phil, probably didn't get as much sleep as I could have because he snored. Well, at least the first night that he slept, he snored. It's like, Phil, you're snoring. Nothing worse than the driver not being able to sleep because somebody that you're taking along for the ride is snoring. So the second day was fine. I was able to sleep, but I don't think I got the full sleep. And when I got home for my 36-hour reset, I don't think I got enough sleep that night either, because you get home, who wants to go to bed early? You just want to stay up a little bit, but I was able to stay up as long as my body would let me. And but I don't think it was enough, because yesterday I felt just worn right out all day. Bought a new e-cigarette. As you can see, it's kind of a neat little toy. You actually unscrew it and fill it this way. This thing so far has not leaked. I filled this once and it lasted me all the way from Aldergrove to here. And it's just starting to run out of stuff, which is normal, I would say. So, great, now I gotta take all my shoes off just to get to my bag now. Yeah, so I'm just about ready to go. On my way to my first stop. Here's the definition of messed up weather. This is just 20 minutes away from where I was just at, and it's snowing here. And you watch, I'll end up on the other side of town there, and it'll just be raining. That's the way it is around here in this town. I don't know, that's just the way it is. Like, if you don't like the weather in Calgary, drive 5 minutes. Between Calgary and Canmore, and as you can see, it's just coming down here too. There's just no end to this weather. Apparently it's supposed to get a lot nicer on the other side of Canmore, but I'm not gonna put my hopes up high. Yeah, it's just weather you gotta love, huh? Maybe that's the thing. I gotta start enjoying this weather, and then it'll go away, and then I'll get sun. Because I want to see some sunshine so bad. I'm stuck with this weather. Oh well. What can you do? Now it's getting darker. That means the snow is going to get thicker. Apparently there was supposed to be frozen rain today and tonight for Calgary. So they're getting dumped on pretty good with snow, frozen rain, cold temperatures. Yeah, I'm kind of happy to be leaving, to be honest with you. Just made it to Canmore. It's starting to clear up. Boy, there's blue sky over there. Could it be? Well, I tell you, man, from Canmore all the way to Calgary, total whiteout. The snow everywhere. Now the temperatures are changing now. I got snow falling off the truck now. Praise God. And you know what? Some of the places, the visibility was zero. You just couldn't see that much in front of you. It was hard to see what was on the road too. But you can see the mountains up here. You can see blue sky patches in the distance. Hopefully I'm out of this. Thank you, Lord, for getting me through that. You just never know. Especially there was a forecast for freezing rain. I didn't know if that was going to hit too. That would have been just a nightmare. Oh, so happy to be heading towards BC. Amazing how the weather changes so fast. There doesn't even look like there's been any snow on the ground here, just rain. I'm in between Sycamoose and Seminar, and it's just beautiful outside. Nice sunny weather. I talked to Patrick a little while ago, and I think he's going to be planned for Saturday as well. So maybe I'll drive up with him. We'll see what happens. He may end up with a different load altogether, but he did check the forecast, and apparently it's supposed to be snowing as usual in Calgary and Red Deer on Sunday. Just can't seem to get away from that weather when you go out that way. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm very much enjoying it out here. It's very nice weather. Gotta roll my window down when I use my wipers, or it ends up all over my window on the side here, or the mirror. It's pretty funny. What they should do, they should automatically set it that when you turn your wipers on, your mirrors go down, or your mirrors go down. Windows go down. Well, I made it to Kamloops. And it is actually quite nice temperatures here. It's like 10 degrees, so it's it'll be nice. I won't have to worry about crawling underneath a sleeping bag tonight. I'm tired. It's funny, you know, I got 8 hours of sleep last night, and still tired today. Probably because I haven't eaten a whole lot. I didn't eat much yesterday. What did I eat yesterday? Wheat Thins, that's what I was munching on most of the day yesterday, and I didn't eat anything really today. I had a barley max this morning, and I don't know why, I just haven't had much of an appetite to go eat anything. Just trying to maintain my energy. There is a Denny's over there, but I'd rather sleep. Just don't feel like eating anything. I don't know why. I had a banana today, or a couple bananas today. It's too bad, you know. I really wish that I had a little bit more driving time. I would run out of hours by 10:30, and I could make it to Hope if I drove straight in. I could probably make it to Hope, but the only problem with that is the Husky there is the only real place to stop right now, and they're not open 24 hours. So if you need to use the bathroom, you have a problem. There's nowhere to go, which is totally dumb. They are still working on that Flying J in Flood Hope. It'll be nice when that opens up, because I think that's going to be 24 hours. So at least that'll be a nice place to be able to stop. It'll be convenient too, because you can just fill up there too. I don't mind filling up out here, but you use the fuel going over the Coquihalla Highway, and it would sure be nice. But I think that place is supposed to open up sometime this month. So I'm looking forward to that. Look at me. I can't stop yawning. But it's been a good drive. It's at least the drive through BC was nice. So I'm going to call it a night, and I will catch up with you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:21 Kamloops time, BC time, and had a good sleep last night. Had actually woke up a little emotional in the middle of it. I was dreaming about my dad, and I miss him a lot. The part that I miss is a lot of what I didn't have a chance to experience. And my dad, when he passed away, had some alcohol issues. And when people are regular drinkers, they're just not the same person as they are when they're straight, obviously. And I just pray that I will see my dad again. I think I will. He loved the Lord. Even though he had his faults like we all do, he still adored Yeshua. He was a good man. Even though the alcohol had him, changed him into a different person, I really hope that the Lord has mercy on that and will take into account of what it did to him. I'd love to see my dad again. Yeah. Wow, what a dream that was. Anyway, when I have a dream like that, it makes me realize how much time I wish I could have spent with him when he was still here. But my dad was really, really private guy. it was really hard to open up to him, because as a child I never had too much of an opportunity excuse me, to open up to him until later on in his life. And I wish there could have been more time. And I really hope that I have an opportunity to spend time like that with my kids, because one day when I'm gone, they may go through the same regret, and I hope not. I was reading a little bit of the Psalms, and one of my other boys, Simon, he's going through a rough time right now regarding custody issue, and I'm not going to go into detail about it because I don't know a whole lot about it. But I know he's been seeking help, and Simon, if you're watching, I directed you to this video, and I hope you are watching this part. I just wanted to tell you that your mom was a Christian, your grandparents were Christians, I'm a Christian. So I don't feel like I'm pushing the Bible on you, because you know about it. You know all about it. But the only way out of the situation that you're in is with God's help. I'll tell you that right now. You can fight. You can try to fight the courts. You can try to fight, try to win the situation by worldly means. You're probably just going to run into a lot of disappointment and a lot of heartbreak. And I went through something very similar with you guys when you and Tom were young. Unfortunately, I was incredibly immature at the time, and I had and it was just me, and on the other side of the line was your mom, her parents, and I didn't have the backing of my family. I didn't have the backing of, probably because they were all doing other things, but I'm not blaming my family for it. The bottom line is that I was alone, and if I would have sought God's wisdom and discernment, I think the situation would have turned out a lot different. But I didn't seek God's wisdom. I chose to do things my way, and it turned into a disaster. Your mom ended up moving off to the Okanagan. I never got a chance to see you again, and then she decided to move off to England, and I just realized I lost. And I was reading Proverbs, and I want you to listen to what I have to say here. Proverbs 2 up to verse 11. It's so very important. My son, if you receive my words, and this is for you, Simon, so pay attention to this. My son, if you receive my words and treasure my commands within you, so that you incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. Yes, if you cry out for discernment and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver, her meaning wisdom, and search for her as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God, for the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He stores sound wisdom for those that follow his commands. Godly men, ones of men and women that follow his law, that walk in his path. So for the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk uprightly. He guards the path of justice and preserves the way of his saints. Then you will stand righteous and justice, equity, and every good path. When wisdom enters your heart and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you. Understanding will keep you. And it goes on. But I wanted to, sorry about my throat. I always get like this after sleeping. I guess it's still the after effects of getting rid of the cigarettes. It takes a while for it to clear up. To me, Simon, that proverb, or up to verse 11, clearly tells me to tell you that if you want to find a way to resolve this situation with your daughter, and you want things to work out, you want to be a good dad, don't let the courts settle this, because even Scripture says, do not get the courts, the men of this world, to resolve your differences. You also have to go to him. This comes with the package. You have to go to him and maybe even admit to him, hey, I've been astray, Lord. I know what my mom's taught me. I know what my grandparents have taught me. And I've just decided to do things my way. And my way isn't working. And I need to turn to you, Lord, because I really want your wisdom on what to do with this. And if you don't know how to make things right with the Lord, it's simple. You just have to confess whatever sin that's in your life that you know that may not have been pleasing to the Lord. Repent of it, which means make a decision not to do it again. Make a decision to change your mind, change your attitude, and try to follow God. Just tell him, Lord, I'm following you from now on. My mistake, the things that I do, I just mess everything up. And we all mess things up when we try to do things our own way. And then seek wisdom. Ask God. Just tell him. Talk to him. He is actually your true father. He is your true father. Just say, Dad, Father, I have the situation. You know about it. I want to see my daughter. I love my daughter. I don't know what to do. Can you please help me with it? Help me gain a relationship with my daughter. What can I do? And it doesn't matter if this girl that you were dating has the best lawyer in the world. He does not have the wisdom of the Lord. He does not have the wisdom that the Lord will give you on what to do. He will also change you into somebody that will have patience and knowledge on what to do in certain situations. I hope that helps. But I'm telling you, the only real way for you to fix this problem, I think, and you can try other ways if you like, but you need to turn to God and ask him for direction and wisdom and discernment on what to do. And he will give that to you. You see, that little girl needs her dad, and she also needs to know about the Lord. And that is, if this girl that you were dating is not doing this, then it's your responsibility to teach that little girl who the Lord is and who Jesus is. Yeshua. I call him Yeshua because that's his Hebrew name. But if you love that little girl and you want to spend time with her and you want to watch her grow, I'm telling you that probably the only real way that you're going to be able to do it with the least amount of conflict, and that is to turn to the Lord and ask him to help you with it. And when you turn to the Lord and ask him to help you with it, you will have to turn to him, turn your whole life over to him. And some people might think, oh, that's a really big change. It's not. I've done that years ago, and I went astray, and my life is just went a mess. And since I have changed my will back over to following him completely, my life has just been awesome. I can't explain it. And one day I hope to talk with you, Simon, and if you ever will contact me, and I can give you a little bit of a testimony of what's happened to me since the day you were born. Not in detail. I know you don't have 5 hours to sit around, but just to show you, the mistakes that I made, what I wish I could have done better, and pass on whatever wisdom the Lord has provided for me that might help you, and that goes for you too, Tom. So, I just wanted to pass that along. All right, well, I'm just one other thing. You can send me a Facebook message if you want, Tom, or you can phone me. I gave Simon Simon. Contact me, Simon, from Facebook. I gave Tom my number, so you can get it off of him. And if he forgot it or lost it, just message me on Facebook and I'll send it to you again. Or send it to you directly. Okay, well, I'm just finishing up my paperwork here. I got to go to Lordco today and get some new headlights for this thing because I cannot use the ones that I have. I cannot believe I got to pay another $80 for headlights. This time, I'm not losing the receipt because I could have had those other bulbs replaced free. Oh, well. So, maybe I'll have myself a Barley Max before I head out. Just give myself a little bit of energy, and then we'll be moving here.
Yeah, on me, I never work hard. How about you? You keep busy?
Oh yeah, every day. Yeah, we keep busy.
Well, we made it to Langley. Looks pretty gloomy out here. It's gonna rain again by the looks of it. May not be so much of a fun trip going to Calgary tomorrow. Apparently there's supposed to be lots of snow all over BC. That's what I hear anyway from the other drivers. That's what they're forecasting. Hope not. You drive in those kind of conditions, you're always on edge. It's really difficult to relax when you're having to deal with those kind of weather conditions all the time. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to read my word tonight before I go to bed, and I'm going to pray and ask the Lord for safe weather conditions on the way there and back. Wave of my magic wand. And the door opens. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man doesn't snore. Well, we are done for the day. We are all finished. Hallelujah. However, I may not be saying that tomorrow because it's raining pretty bad here, and this front is moving its way across BC, and it's all going to be snow in higher elevations. Even Kamloops is supposed to get dumped on with snow. It's pretty ugly out here right now. So I'm assuming my trip up to Calgary tomorrow is going to be very eventful, and yes, I will be recording every minute of it. I might even find some way to attach the other cam. I don't know. Try to figure something out, or at least we can get some normal video footage. Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to be a very eventful day tomorrow and the day after. So I'm going to say God bless all of you in the name of Yeshua. I'll see you on my next video.